Zulu lions taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Toronto Huskies taking on the Blues of St. Louis. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, this city, St. Louis, so heartbroken when the Rams left for L.A. following the 2015 season. But they believe they get a chance to get a team back here someday, and now today's the day. An NFL relocation team back here in St. Louis, and this fan base ecstatic, and they have welcomed them with open arms. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ready.
First and 10, Taylor now. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On second down, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. But you look at this defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Herbert off of play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Huskies are on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it. There he goes, left side. And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
After 1, won 7-0 on EA Sports. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go, set.
Now Love, escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Ready.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw now. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Ready.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
Blue striker. Slide blue. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Opposite. Green.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 47 now, that work with a 2nd and 7. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Trouble 38. Edo Blue.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Flush to his right. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Love to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Huskies will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow, Lonnie.
Love now. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
That's good. 4-10.
Love now to pass on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st down, Huskies.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And got his man complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there. 43 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Huskies add 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ready?
Love from his end zone on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And taken right at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready.
2nd and 6.
Ready.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Love. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Call that a gain of 11.
St. Louis. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set, go.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Love. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Now a 2nd and 6. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Red, yellow. Hut.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here we go. Set.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
97.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Taylor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ready.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Okay, ready?
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ready.
On play action, Love to throw. He'll find his man, that's Taylor again. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point just does sneak over the bar, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, good move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.